Hello everyone, the animator here with another video. This time we will be looking at Donghua, or what can also be called Chinese anime. Recently, Chinese shows have become a lot better in all aspects and these titles all are quite great. First off we have Modal Zushi, a cultivation story with boys love sub-hints. Modal Zushi was one of the first Chinese series to receive a decent amount of attention in the West. This was because of its good animation, but also the characters. The story itself is built around the characters, and that's why the characters for me are the important draw for the series. A lot of the story is told through flashbacks to build specific relationships between characters as well as develop the history and motivations of each character that we get to know first in the present. This creates interesting characters, as well as give a backdrop to relationships in the present between characters, and it is exactly these relationships that are the focus of the series and where it excels at. It's a good show overall and it gained a lot of attention in Japan with a dubbed version earlier this year. Next we have Black and White Warriors. Here we have a battle shonen series with a Chinese folklore setting. In itself it's not a standout series, but it was one of the earlier battle Chinese series to have great animation. It also gets even better in the later seasons when the series starts expanding into grander and well animated fights. A Chinese mythological setting is interesting because even if Japan shares a lot of influences from China, we have not had many battle shonen series with Chinese mythological setting animated. I find this quite fresh in this regard, and having two main characters is also something we don't see very often in these series. The relationship between Hei and Bai is quite interesting and they provide a lot of comic relief between the series' battle arcs. They also start off as children to begin with, but they grow older and become stronger throughout the series, so there is a sense of progression in their characters, which is satisfying to see. Next we have Mantou Riji, or Mantou's Diary, a cute but sad work featuring a homeless child. Mantou lives at a park in a house made of cardboard. This follows his daily life and how it slowly starts to change after his encounter with different things and people. The story has a more cutesy art style which kind of softens the sadness of the story, but it is still rather heart-wrenching to see a child living alone on the streets, looking enviously at other children who have parents and people who care for them. So the first few episodes are rather sad, but things become a bit more positive, but it still has many sad moments. The series is narrated by Mantou in the future, so we are looking at his sad past. This is a great idea because we know he managed to grow and survive against all odds. Mantou is a rollercoaster of emotions. It can be sad but it can be happy, and the narration and the music enhance these moments. Mantou Riji is one of the best Donghua series and it manages to be something that I have not seen in Japanese anime before. Next we have The King's Avatar, another Chinese series that really got the eyes of anime fans on Chinese animation. It is also by Studio CMA, the guys behind Modal Zushi. In this series we follow a renowned esports player that is forced out of his team, so he takes up a job as a night manager in a LAN cafe. The main character is quiet, but he still has the skills to be the best and he wants to form a competitive team from scratch again. Ye Qiu is an interesting main character because he is rather reserved and shows little emotion even at the start when faced with a large setback. These setbacks are eventually overcome and Ye Qiu starts to come back to the level of his previous team. There are a lot of face-slapping comedic moments here, and with the style of animation it's quite a good series. A must watch for any fans of esports. Next we have The Legend of Liu Xiaohei. Liu Xiaohei just cannot feature in the top series list of Chinese series. The series has already featured in my previous video of underrated series and you can check that out after this one. It is underrated more because it does not seem many people have found it, because everyone that I know that has given it a go has enjoyed it, and for good reason. This series' simple style is quite refreshing to see, but do not let that simple style trick you. After all, this series has great animation with fast-paced action scenes. However, at its heart, Liu Xiaohei is a comedy healing series with some action here and there. The series is about Xiaohei, a Yao Guai, and his interactions with humans and other creatures like him. Its comedy is very different from the type present in Japanese series, which alongside the soothing music and cute yet great art makes this series really charming. It is just really cute and fun to watch. It's no wonder it found a lot of fans in Japan like Modal Zushi. So that was the video guys, what did you think? Leave a comment down below with your favorite Chinese series and drop a like too, it really helps. There are also more and more great Chinese anime coming in the future, so I see a lot more titles being added to this list in the future. If you guys want to keep up with all things anime, both Chinese, Japanese, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell for notifications. Catch you guys later.